In honor of the Wicked movie coming out, I'm going to be going live on TikTok as Elphaba to sing a bunch of songs from Wicked, and I have not painted myself green since I think my freshman year of college, which, let me reassure you, is a long time ago. I bought a whole bunch of makeup. I'm gonna try them out, and hopefully by the end of this video, I'll be able to tell you what makeup I think you should buy if you also want to become Elphaba or the Wicked Witch of the West or what have you. So let's get started and see how this turns out. All right, let's see what I have. So I have Maron cream base makeup. I have CC Beauty, I think it's a stick. I don't know, I bought this so long ago. And a different stick, cream stick blend by Maron. Then I also bought a cream stick in yellow because I was thinking for highlights. And I bought a black lipstick before seeing how she did her makeup in the newer movie, which is like a darker green lip liner and a lighter green lip. So I really would like to do that, but I just don't have the stuff unless I can line it with face painting or something. So I'm just gonna start testing the green makeup first to see what works, and then I'll start adding highlight, shadow, etc. Okay, so since we have two different versions of Maron, I'm gonna try this green stick of Maron first. Oh wow, that is a lot more pigmented than I was expecting. All right, these feel so identical that I feel like it's the same manufacturer with a different brand on it. They feel basically identical. I guess this one feels a little bit of a lighter shade. Yeah, slightly more yellow green and slightly darker, I guess. I like this one the least for sure. It goes on way thinner, kind of like watery feeling. Like it's thick when you first put it on, but as you start to blend it out, it's a little bit more splotchy. I mean, looking at them, I think I like this the best. Also, I just remembered already green. I need to put the dress on now because it's such a turtleneck that it's like it rubs my face going on. Wish I remembered this 5 minutes ago. Okay, let me go put the dress on and I'll be back. All right, I successfully got it on. Yeah, I think this CC Beauty wins, so I'm gonna go with that. I think it's personal preference, but I've seen a lot of other people doing Elphaba right now, and I don't really like when it's like super opaque. I think it looks a lot more natural when it's really blended out. So that's the look I'm gonna go for. And I'm just committing to a shower tonight. We're not worrying about hairline and things like that. You wanna hear something really annoying? There was this filter on TikTok called She-Hulk, and it makes you look like Elphaba. So people were using it to like film videos and stuff, and it looks really good. So I investigated if you could use the She-Hulk filter when you're live, and no, you cannot. Because what I wanted to do was switch back and forth between the two characters, Elphaba and Glinda, and I figured I could be dressed as Glinda, use the filter to become Elphaba during Elphaba's songs. Well, anyways, it doesn't work on live, so I did Glinda on TikTok Live yesterday. Today I'm doing Elphaba, as you can see. Well, last night, after I got off the live, there was this girl who was doing Elphaba, and it looked so like good and natural on her skin, but it was really glitchy up here by her head because it was clearly like a filter of a hat. So we asked in the chat, is that a filter or is she green? And her chat responded, oh, she's green, like it's makeup. No, it's a filter. And I don't know when it came out, but I found out about it yesterday after my live. So not only would I have used the filter yesterday when I was Glinda to go back and forth between the characters, but now I'm just like committed to making myself green, but I'm like, I could have used a filter. The wig should cover my ears, so I'm not gonna worry too much about that. And I'm also just knowing that I'm gonna get some green on this dress and hope that it'll wash out. And then what I did was I bought gloves already, which I'll show you at the end, because I really didn't want to make my arms and hands green. I am kind of green already here, as we can see, but I don't need to be completely green on my hands. Let's see what happens if I just layer it a bit without powdering in between. I think that's pretty good. I also know that there's a lot of lights, like with the ring light and the filters and everything on TikTok, it does kind of wash me out a tiny bit. I might err a tiny bit on the side of dark, just with that in mind. I'm also wondering if when I powder this, if it's gonna lighten the color a bit. Okay, so this one is Maron. Maron? always blend it back out if I don't like it. So let's start there. So I'm wishing that I got a black or like a darker green of some sort stick, but I didn't, because I think that would be good to like do the jawline. I think I can do it with like eyeshadow, so I'll try that. Yeah, I think that yellow added a lot. It's still like a little bit more like, the whole thing is a little bit more yellow tinted than I wanted, but like it is what it is. This is what I have. I can try to, before I set it, to use like a contour, like a cream based contour palette, and just see. I didn't get green in my palette, which sucks, but let me just try the lightest color. Okay, so I think what would do this trick without having to get like a nice or expensive contour palette would just be to get one of these in white, and then to just use your finger to add the highlights where you want them. I'm gonna need some sort of color for like a blush too, like to add a little bit of pink, so I gotta figure out what I can use for that. Let's give it like a tiny bit more of like a button nose by getting some dark back in right here. Okay, because I don't have a darker color, I'm just gonna be heavy-handed with the green right here at the jawline so that I have like a definite jaw. I think what's hard about doing a color like this is like it really just kind of gives your face one dimension. And so being strategic of like where you have more color, thicker, and where you add the highlight is important. I'm pretty happy with this as like a base, so I'm gonna try now to powder it and hope that we don't lose like all the definition that is already there. So let's just see. So I'm gonna use a loose powder. Powder always just makes everything look like kind of splotchy to me, but it's okay. Okay, it's pretty, it's no longer sticky to the touch. I have to say, yeah, these are really good. Recommend the cream sticks for sure. Okay, let me see what happens if I just go back and add a little of this cream again. Yeah, it's definitely possible. It smells like more noticeable after the fact. I'm surprised the nose is the part I'm struggling with the most, but hey, whatever. Yeah, it's just a little splotchy. Don't be a perfectionist, it's fine. Okay, so now we get into personal preference. So in the Broadway version, her eyebrows are black. In the new movie, they are not. They almost like it looks like they tried to blend them in as much as possible. I think for my face, black is going to look better. Let me try a brown first to like just extend them out and define them. And I mean, we know that Elphaba is not a villain, but she does look kind of villainous. So I will try to give my eyebrows that arch as much as I can. Yeah, because my hair is black, so I'm gonna go black. I'm just using a liquid liner for this. I could definitely use like an eyebrow pencil, but this is what I have sitting next to me, so that's what I'm using. Oh, we are sisters, no twins, I see. Okay. Let's do some eyeshadow, which again, Cynthia Erivo, it looks so natural. Oh well, I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull off natural, so we're gonna do pretty dark black here. Here is when I think it'll all start to kind of come together. I don't have completely hooded lashes, but lids, but I do a little bit, so I always look better personally with like a pretty high and defined arch here above the middle of my eye, or slightly out from the middle of my eye. So for me, I'm gonna just make that a little bit more accentuated. All right, I'm gonna go back in with this white highlight. Okay, so that's what I was afraid of when I tried to put the powder on. It kind of wipes off the green. Which sucks. That may not work. Also, I'm so sensitive to like loose eyeshadow powder going in my eyes. It always happens when I do below here. Oh, let me go light right here and just see. Okay, if I go light, it's okay. Oh. Okay, I'm doing like a pretty sharp line here upwards, and that's gonna give me the illusion of a pretty dramatic cheekbone. I know she doesn't have this. I like to do my makeup like that when I'm any kind of villain or witch or anything with that more dramatic, contoured, villainous look. Yes, I know she's not a villain, but that's her storyline, is that she looks like she is one. I'm just lightly tapping my finger here in the white and the yellow to just get somewhere in between the two, with just these fine little highlights. Okay, I'm just gonna go into the black one more time and try to get a little bit of a darker black to blend in at the corners here to the eyeliner. Yeah, like that. Okay. So now I'll put on fake lashes, and then we'll figure out the blush and the lips. Okay, we are lashed. So I looked for cream-based blush, but I don't have any, unfortunately. If I had it, I think that would be best to blend into the cream, but I don't have it. So I'm gonna try a powder and see how it works. So this blush might be a little bit too much depending on what you're using it for, but again, with the lights on TikTok, I think I'm gonna be a little bit washed out anyways. So I'm gonna go a little bit more with everything than I might if I was doing something like close up. All right, so now my decisions for lips. I could leave them the way they are and like line with like a green face painting because that's all I have. If I were to go buy makeup, I would buy just a dark green lip liner, I think would work, and then just do a little bit more of this on my lips. So what I bought is Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color Rimmel London in black. I'm just going around the outside right now. I want to see if I could blend it and how it would look. Okay, I think since the movie just came out and everyone's kind of used to this look, I'm gonna go with this, which is like a little bit more of a green lip, but I could definitely use this black to just make like a full black lip if I was going for that. Okay, so I think that concludes the makeup for me. Things I would do differently next time, I would buy probably a cream blush. I would buy a darker green and a black and a white, so I can just do all different colors here to get more variation of colors. I kind of made do with what I had bought, which was just a yellow and a green, and then I had the white highlight, which I think really made a difference. But yeah, pretty happy with it. I would also buy the green lip liner. Once again, my recommendation is this one, the CC Beauty. I think that one was definitely the best. So I'm gonna go put on the gloves, I'm gonna put on the full costume, and I'll also include a little bit of the live replay for you here of me singing some of the Elphaba music. Thank you for watching to this point. If you end up doing your makeup as Elphaba or doing an Elphaba cosplay, please let me know in the comments or link me to a photo. I would absolutely love to see what you came up with. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.